and just bring up the game here. And ladies, gentlemen, those in between are neither, welcome back to Dungeon Brewer. I am your host, and today, as you can see in front of me, we're getting into some Genshin Impact. Did try to record the first part of this. However, my recording actually got scuffed. So I went ahead. I did the first major fight and kind of stopped there. So we are picking up right where that fight left off by the rest of the Knights of Favonius. Yes, there is a giant windstorm going on behind me. That's fine. All of this is fine. Fine. Well, it'll dissipate soon enough. In terms of building up characters, I don't know if we're going to stick with the Traveler or not. Considering we just completed a quest for Dragon. We just completed Dragon Storm, which is nice. I think we go inside for our...
This seems to be the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Let's head in.
Yes, Paimon. It's been a while since I've actually played on this account. I did go back into a different account just to kind of get a little bit further ahead. So reactions might not be as genuine, but I hope that you guys will still enjoy the series, even though I am kind of testing out characters on the side to figure out what works.
Jean, what's the hurry? I thought we agreed to meet them here.
There have been sightings of storm terror outside the city. Once we meet, we must...
Relax. I'll lend a hand when the time comes.
Jean, I've brought them.
So, to give a little bit of an
And once it was
introduction,
over, I brought them straight here.
that is Kaya. He is not my favorite knight. There is Jean, our Grandmaster.
Mondstadt welcomes you, Windborn travelers. I am Jean, acting Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius. This is Lisa, our resident librarian.
And technically a resident flirt.
Oh, are you sweeties here to help us out? You're both so adorable. Sadly, the timing is regrettable.
Lisa, we've kind of noticed.
Storm terror has caused quite a ruckus in the region since its recent resurgence.
Again, we've noticed.
Simply put, Mondstadt's elemental sphere and ley lines are now akin to a yarn ball in the paws of a kitten.
So, it's up to us to go fix it, right?
For a mage, it couldn't get much worse. My skin is one elemental particle away from a full-blown breakout.
Lisa.
If it weren't for this interference, the Knights of Favonius would have better ways to help you than just putting up missing person posters. We simply ask that you repose in Mondstadt while we help you seek out your brother.
Paimon will help too.
Bite Twig, what? You're so small.
Good. In that case, we need a plan.
Okay.
With storm terror now directly attacking Mondstadt, we may have an opportunity to cut this problem off at the source. Lisa has revealed the sources of storm terror's power with her detection magic.
She's a diviner. Interesting.
They're located in the abandoned Four Winds temples. Storm Terror's ability to whip up these kinds of storms can be attributed to it drawing power from the temples.
Okay.
Our objective is to deal with 3 of the 4 temples.
Why not the fourth?
I trust everyone understands why we are only dealing with 3.
No. I don't understand why we're only dealing with 3. What?
Paimon doesn't.
Must be a local
Knights of
thing.
Favonius, time is against us. The storm is rampant. There's no point in maintaining a defensive position. All right, we need to take initiative and act before the situation escalates.
It already has? I don't know. Alright, so we have unlocked one of the main mechanics of this game, wishing. And we've also got the shop. So, we're just going to follow the prompt here and expand our roster just a little bit. I understand that. However, I wish to wish, please. Oh, I'm... Community wish. Here we go. So this will bring us to the wish screen. Like I said, one of our main mechanics of the game. Now, this will be the banner that we are pulling from. Eventually, we'll be able to pull from the Heron's Court banner, which gives us a chance at Kamisato Ayaka and a couple other characters, like, I don't remember his name, but this one is Diona, and this one here is Sucrose. This is Shinhei. We don't have enough to actually start wishing for her yet. So, let's do our first pull. It turns purple, so we've already got ourselves a 4-star. We've got ourselves a catalyst, a 3-star catalyst known as Magic Guide. Blood Tainted Greatsword, which is a 3-star claymore. Black Tassel, which is a 3-star polearm. And yes, those weapons are different. Joe, water sword guy. So, actually, a very good character to have early on, and I actually do use him a lot on my other account. So, it's safe to say that Xingqiu will probably be one of our mainstays of our squad. And we've got a 3-star sword, the Harbinger of Dawn, the Emerald Orb, a 3-star catalyst, a Raven Bow, which is a 3-star bow, and another one of the mainstays of our team and personal favorite character, at least, well, to me right now, Miss Noelle. And we actually have a decent claymore to use for her, so I don't have to buy them. A Raven Bow, a Slingshot. So, best way to describe this is we've got decent pulls here, and I'll equip as we go. But the fact that we have Xingqiu and Noelle in the first pull is very good. We will get out of here. We've got our Masterless Stardust, which we will use later. And we don't have enough for the second pull on the banner. So, we are just going to pop into our character menu. go into weapons. We will switch weapons to not a dull blade, but the Harbinger of Dawn. No, no, we're going to keep the silver sword, and as it is, and then we will give the Harbinger to Sing Cho. We'll give you, yes, we will give you the Harbinger of Dawn, and we will enhance said Harbinger of Dawn with the dull blades that we have. So we don't need those two. And I'm going to save a dull blade to enhance the silver blade that we already have on the Traveler. To the Traveler. We will enhance your blade instead of like so. So now we have a level 3 silver sword. Not great, but certainly not terrible. And we will give Amber a new bow. You do have the increased damage when opponents are affected by Hydro or Pyro by 12%. That is actually a really good bow for Amber because Amber can actually apply she can actually apply pyro damage right away. So we're just going to take the basic bow and enhance. There we go. We will confirm. I don't want to get rid of any others yet because they are 3 stars, so they are decent weapons. And before I continue, we will actually switch out Noelle's weapon for the Blood Tainted Greatsword. You know, that actually looks really, really cool with her. Increases damage dealt by opponents affected by Pyro or Electro. We might actually end up swapping this greatsword to another character later, but since we only have one Claymore user, we don't necessarily have to worry about it. And we will enhance. We will enhance by getting rid of the Waster Greatsword. Like so. So we already have that to level 2. And our party is set. Is there anything in the shop I want? I don't think there. I don't think there is. No, there is not. You don't have to worry about that. We can return to our game. I don't need to open up the wish screen. Okay, so if we open up our quest objectives, Link to the Past will actually give us a test trial with Amber. Crash Course will actually give us Kaya as a character, which once we get Kaya, we are definitely using Kaya. And then Sparks Amongst the Pages will actually give us Lisa, which I don't necessarily know if we're going to do the standard composition that I've already got on my other account. But first, we need to head out to our first temple objective, which means leaving Mondstadt. headquarters. Dendrovores explode. Fair enough.
From now on, the adventures will probably get more and more dangerous. We should make sure we're prepared. We could start by going to Mondstadt's blacksmith.
We'll just fly on. We'll fly as much as we can, as it'll actually give me practice for a later quest. Yes, there's a giant windstorm going on. Ah! And we'll just climb up the wall here to correct my mistake. Apparently. Yeah, this is
There's the blacksmith.
there should be somebody here. Hello? Ah. You are. I'm looking for a weapon.
Take your pick. Or if you need something else, I can make it on request.
Wow, he does bespoke weaponry?
Any blacksmith with their salt
I
does.
sell weapons, make them to order, and do refinements. All in the job description for a blacksmith. All you need is the ore.
Where can I get it?
Everywhere. You look confused. Listen, I'll tell you where the nearest deposits are. Bring some back and I'll help you forge what you need. No need.
Great.
I have other things to do.
Pounding the air?
He seems like a short-tempered guy. Was it something we said?
No. No, Paimon. Some people are just like that. So now we will leave the city. Have some mint along the way. Should probably level up Xingqiu and Noelle. Yeah, that'll put us right where we need to be. And then for Noelle, I don't have enough experience books on this account. But that's okay. The first trials are relatively easy. We'll swap on over to Xingqiu, because Xingqiu's kind of the crux of the style, actually. And before you know it, there's our first temple. Never. There you are. I walked right past you. Hello, bird. And yes, if we are doing anything plot relevant, we'll swap back to our main
This is
character.
it. One of the deserted temples of the Four Winds. These temples have been left to waste for years now. The people of Mondstadt almost never come here.
So why are we?
There's a chance there's a monster nest or hilitrol camp inside. Even Storm Terror has given up on its own temple.
Wait a minute. Did you just say?
I also find it hard to accept, but Storm Terror was once one of the Four Winds.
Huh.
Huh? Wait, did you just feel that?
Feel what exactly?
Tear. Something's off. Let's go in and take a look. Be careful. The dragon's power is disturbing this area.
Fair enough. To sing show. Notice there are some mushrooms. A tree, but we got a mushroom, which will be important later. And this is the Temple of the Falcon, our first temple. Teleport waypoint unlocked. Cool. So we'll be doing deep within the Temple of the Falcon first, because we're not level 20. There is our main party. We've got myself, we've got Amber, we've got Xingqiu or Water Sword Guy, depending on what you want to call him, and then we have Noelle. Right. So usually,
Use that console to open the door.
just gonna look around here because there could be a chest. Probably not in the first room, but you never know. And swap to Amber. Amber can deal some fire damage.
Wow, I can see so far into the temple.
Being viewed with pyro. These pyro skills to ignite combustible objects, like these barrels here. And most times, the barrels will actually have food in them, so it is encouraged to destroy them. As we have a carrot and a potato. Was not a very good sound. And then we've got some raw meat, which will be beneficial later. And these brambles are blocking a chest. Just wait for them to go away. Open it up. We've got money, some experience, an experience book, apple, which will restore our health, consumed, and some more meat that we can make steaks out of later. Brambles. Yay. Oop, I missed. That door is kind of a... Best way to describe it as a save point. Use elemental sight. Each element has its own color. Green symbolizes Dendro, which can be ignited by Pyro. Dendro is basically nature in this game. Attributed to Dendro, which can be ignited with Pyro skills, rendering them defenseless. Click and hold. Came out of that is ready to go. Oh. So we'll swap on over to Water Sword Guy and just start stabbing.
Oh no! A horn! The fighting must have got them riled up. Well, good thing I've prepared my secret weapon, explosive puppet Berry Bunny.
We have somebody better. Sorry to say. There. Now, if I can actually get a decent shot off. And yes, some barrels are very explosive. Which gives us more meat. And an artifact, which we'll equip later. Yeah, we can't exactly equip things right now because we're kind of in a dungeon. But afterwards we can. Which will help us make flour later. And I missed some over here. Crack that open for some money, more experience, and some raw meat. Down later. And oh, I have an elemental skill. I have an elemental burst ready on this one.
Are those explosive barrels over there?
Yes, they are.
Well, one shot should be able to blow them up.
Like so. And send them flying away. That actually worked out really, really well. Worked out real well. Cool. Pick up the apple, pick up the cabbage. And yes, you guys are allowed to do the my cabbages reference. I say it in my head all the time. Now this is a pyro monument. So we'll just try firing a shot at Amber. And in order to get all the way up there, we're gonna fly. Oops, wrong button. He's in the midair to glide. hopefully we'll actually
Dragon's
get
breath. Is
a little
that
bit
where the
more.
power's coming from? Great. Let's smash it.
Some of the currents will actually get a little bit more tricky, as we'll see in our next temple.
Phew.
Well,
I'm
our
tired.
next temple, but we'll see it in the next temple. Hardly broke a
At
sweat on
least
that
this
one,
one we
Amber.
helped Jean out. In the past, we were at least able to defend the city and keep it safe.
To be fair, we are dealing with a dragon.
This, of course, is mostly thanks to Jean. But now with Storm Terror directly attacking the city itself, the winds change. So too should our tactics.
Did you
It's
come
what
up with
Lisa
that?
used to say. Speaking of which, the four winds we were discussing earlier, if you want to learn more about our history, you can ask Lisa. I'm not saying I don't know our history. It's just, I mean, a librarian is supposed to be more knowledgeable than an outrider, right?
Yeah. Now, with our challenge completed, we have a big chest. That'll give us some more experience books, some refinement ore, and some primo gems. So, I can afford to leave. I can afford to leave the domain. And now, at Adventure Rank 5. And as you can see on the side, that's all the rewards we get. So, let's continue on to our next and or spot. And Kaya first, which I don't particularly mind. Here. Thought I heard a slime. Before we continue the main road, I'm just going to go a little bit off here. As if you see in the distance, there's a red, what appears to be temple. That's a teleporter. So it's best to just go down there and get that first. This is what the game calls a statue of the seven. We'll just activate it. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Which will kind of unlock this part of the map here, which we might get into today. Might. I don't know. I'm not necessarily sure. But before I continue on, we're not going to worship the statue. Go into statue's blessing and turn this on to 100%. Okay. So now that we've got it, the game's going to introduce us to a little mechanic that actually is kind of fun. So if you notice, there's a little floating sigil there. We are going to go get it.
consolidated wind things.
Yes.
Let's head back to the statue of the Seven at Windrise and offer it to the gods. Well, you should come with me. Paimon will tell you about the rest later.
I don't like I don't like how vague you're being.
It's a statue of the Seven.
Yes, it
Let's
is.
make an offering and see if the gods respond.
Alright, so in order to make the offering, we will approach the statue, worship said statue, and we will offer our what we just received. That'll increase our stamina, that'll give us some adventuring XP, some primo gems, and some animo sigils, which the animo sigils will come into play later.
Can you feel the blessings of the Seven? In
I can feel
Mondstadt,
something.
People call them animoculi.
That's
They can be
great.
fitted into the statue's eyes. Some
But-
stories say the statue's eyes originally had gems that were taken by swallows, but animoculi never had a physical form from the start. People with visions collect them to offer to the statues as blessings.
Interesting,
Unlike
Paimon.
others with powers, you don't have a vision. But the rules of this world don't apply to you anyway, so keep offering animoculi and maybe you'll receive more blessings.
Yeah, the best way to describe the traveler is that they are kind of a minor god. And yes, this world does kind of know about it. So we're kind of off from the main road here, which is that's fine. That's a helitrol. Wait. That's a helitrol encampment? Is that the helitrol encampment? Oh. We got this.
Rain outlines your fate.
Start smacking. And Joe. Vaporize. And I'm gonna switch to Noelle to show off Noelle for a bit. Slower than, say, Joe or Traveler or literally anyone else. But she's the equivalent of our Paladin. She can easily stand there, take damage, and by using her shield ability, she can heal. So the main strategy with Noelle is to set up the shield and then just swinging at things. So,
Leave it all to me.
best part about Noelle's healing ability is that it applies to the whole party. Yeah, we have cooking pots. So I can show you how to cook in this game.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
Oh, Noelle, you just make me smile so much. And now, we can cook. So, here are the recipes that we currently have access to. Excuse me. And we have some other component recipes that I started earlier today. Well, not today, but earlier. So we're just collecting those and making more as we go along. Gonna do a sausage. Instead, I'm going to actually cook the raw meat down and turn those into steaks. But in order to cook, oh, I've already got the recipe. Okay. And I don't have Kaya for the special skewers yet. But we're going to cook some steak. And we're going to use Amber because Amber can make a special dish. Cook. The goal is to get perfect so that way we don't have to worry about cooking about it. So that way we don't have to worry about cooking later. And it looks like that's all that we can do in terms of cooking for right now, which is okay. I already opened up the chest. There's a crate here that I'm just gonna smack to grab the potato and the radish. Oh, a firm arrowhead. I'm gonna need to hang on to that. I might actually be able to cook something real quick. I can! I'm so happy I got this. So we're just going to cook some soup down. Some soup. And take care of that. Noelle is currently on fire. Okay, so now that Noelle is not on fire, well, she's still on fire, but yeah. Yeah, I need to look up a little bit more. Here's a pyro slime. So we're just gonna swap to water sword guy. Actually, wait, no, that's not a pyro slime. What? This. You. Ah! Again! What are you? We're just gonna set you on fire now. Simply because we can. And you were very rude. Though, to be fair, I attacked first. Now, where's the animalculi? I don't see it. Well, we don't necessarily have to worry about it right now. Of course, I'm not going in the right direction. Wait, are you in a tree? You might be in a tree. But right now, we have a job to do, and that is to get to the next temple. Might be an ambush here.
Wow, these will come in handy.
The Adventurer's Golden Goblet, some fine enhancement ore, and some normal enhancement ore. Actually, can I set up some artifacts right now? Because if I can do that, I'm going to do that. No, that's gonna be for Noelle. That's gonna be for Noelle. That's gonna be for Noelle. I wouldn't necessarily give that to you, but I can give the stuff to Noelle. And the reason I'm giving these to Noelle is because they will boost her healing abilities, which will be very, very nice. Yeah. Yes, we've got. I don't have a feather for you. Equip the pocket watch. I'm not giving you the Adventurer's Golden Goblet and the Traveling Doctor's Handkerchief. Oh,
Hey, there's something strange over there. Come on, let's take a look.
that might actually be another combat encounter. Wait, there's just somebody standing there. Let's go say hi. Why are you standing here? Because there's Hilitrolls right there. Faunal and Ages. What is that? My name is Cloris, and I'm the best botanist in Mondstadt. You are a child. I spend all my days out in the wild, among flora, fauna, among the flora. Fauna, on the other hand, are somewhat lacking in my life. And always feel free to talk to me, I appreciate the company. What about your family? No. She runs the flower shop in the city. I'm much more open-minded than she is. I care about all plants, especially strange new ones. Again, you were a child. Or at least, you were about as tall as me. Thousand Winds Temple. Oh, we're... I have a caster this time. Yo. You are... Ouch. There is... There is something to be said for... So, we're just gonna swap into Noelle and smack. Because Amber's good at distance combat, but as soon as she gets close, it gets a little dicey. Whereas Noelle is just gonna take a bit with her damage, which is just fine. Where's the... I thought... Died. I thought I finished you. Apparently not. Oh. Nope.
As a good night should.
This guy's going to have a very bad day. Expected. He had a bad day. Where's the other one? There's the check. There you are. You are just an annoying pain in my neck. Ooh, a radish. we'll just smack you, and without your hydro buddy, you can't freeze me. Whoop. Noelle, stop. Stop swinging at the air for a minute. A divining scroll. More essential material. And there's our chest. Our exquisite chest.
Best give it a spring cleaning.
An adventuring pocket watch and the traveling doctor's silver lotus, which we already have. Or at least we already have equipped to Noelle. So we're just gonna keep making our way. Rolls! Ah! What you don't quite understand,
Witness the power of Gugwa.
and I don't have the full combination yet, but we'll get there when we get there. Joe! Done. And I'm getting better. Is that a slime? Oh, those are more Hillwitch trolls. Your temple. And these guys actually have pyro slimes. I got an achievement. So by pyro slimes is there are these little slime enemies that we haven't necessarily run into yet. But if you're hit with them, they'll set the ground around you on fire. So
No, my sword.
two
No escape.
Q, just get vaporizing.
Not so hard.
Well, to be fair, that's kind of my fault. Bird egg, which I can use for later. Yes, it is time to bring in Noelle.
I must leave no
So
stone
we
unturned.
will set up her shield. And start smacking. Noelle can heal other enemies by attacking. This is why we like Noelle so much.
I missed a
Ow.
spot.
It's okay, Noelle.
Leave it all to me.
A work-life balance necessarily, and that is okay. Because without her, we would not be where we are. So anyway, back to trying to figure out where the temple is. And a bird egg. I can actually cook that into a special item later. Oh, it's actually in there. That explains a lot, actually. And we'll float calmly to the ground.
You've arrived. Come closer. Can you smell that?
Smelling
Something
burnt
must have
pyro.
happened in the temple. I imagine there will be slimes, hilly churls, and whatever's giving Storm Terror extra power. Oh yes, it is going to be lively in there indeed.
Will it be
As
dangerous?
bustling as it may be, no, I can't imagine it will be dangerous at all. It's a pity that the Temple of the Wolf has been disturbed by such an atrocity. Let's head in. No one makes offerings to the Four Winds anymore, yet the old winds never vanish. We need to clear out the temples for the Four Winds.
Alright, so Noelle, stop. We'll head on in to the Temple of the Wolf. And that'll give us a teleportation point as well. We will do deep within the Temple of the Wolf. We are on level, so we don't need to worry about this. Paimon, the best travel companion ever. Well, she's emergency food, so yes. Now, Kaya has a neat little trick with Xingqiu that I will demonstrate once we actually get a hold of him.
Let me show you how the Knights of Favonius conquer our adversaries.
Yes, we have Kaya as our test trial character. So, cursory chest check. No chest. That's fine. We've got our Door of Resurrection, so if we end up screwing this up entirely...
If I'm not mistaken, the end of the temple should be up there.
Wait, how do you know?
Water around opponents may become wet. Cryo skills can water, which is one of the best mechanics ever.
Experience.
And yes, Kaya does
Experience
have
you get
that
after years
ability.
of dealing with things like this for others.
It's demonstrated here. So we'll just freeze our target.
Traveler, unless I'm mistaken, you don't seem to have a vision. So how exactly is it that you're able to channel elemental energy?
It was
It's a very good question.
Strange occurrence.
Chest or just a crate. Either way, we're going to destroy it. Just a crate. Okay. Gotta admit, this game is like really, really pretty. So the door. Activate the door. Okay! Fire traps. It is time to bring in Kaya. Because Kaya can actually give us a little bit of time them from shooting fire. Like so. Yes. Slime. These are hydro slimes, which are actually really cute. And we'll just grab that experience book because we're going to need it for later. Freeze that flamethrower core.
Finally, we're here.
Seems the path ends here. Let's use the wind currents to fly up.
Time to go up. And we'll just float on over. Deactivates the door, thankfully. Open up our other door. Not by standing on it. That's just weird. Okay. So this is where the synergy with Sing Show comes in. Because as you see, that is a giant pyro slime. So, our goal is to essentially get it wet. Ow. I can just... Oh, geez, there's...
Water!
Two.
We can use this to put out fire.
And
Good
now...
idea. That's some keen observation. We should get Jean to give you a title and make you a knight.
We'll do that.
Cool it.
Make sure that targets are frozen. Looks like they're gone. Back here. Find enhancement ore. Oh, this is... Okay, so underwater spikes. Thankfully, Kaya can actually freeze the surface of the water. So,
Freeze.
like so.
Speaking of, did you know? Storm Terror was once one of the 4 winds. I'm not aware of the exact detail.
So close. So close.
Freeze.
Sure that he can activate his E first.
Dodge this.
Sure that we're on. Screw it across. Make sure the Door of Resurrection gets activated. And there.
Is that the thing that Storm Terror is using to gain its power?
Yes.
Seems probable. Let's deal with it.
We'll just smash it with Kaya.
Bravo. What a performance. You are, to my surprise, a well-trained knight.
We literally just got here.
The battles you just fought were sights to behold.
Thanks.
I see you already have the knightly virtue of modesty.
I don't know if that was you being sarcastic or not. I assume that is.
Stories of your heroic deeds to save Mondstadt from destruction shall be known throughout the City of Freedom, well into the future.
Here's
Please
helping.
do visit me at our headquarters when you have the time. I also know a lovely tavern, if that's more your thing.
I don't actually know our main character's age, so Kaya, no. That's not happening.
Quite rewarding, no?
We've seized another temple from Storm Terror's grasp.
I can take care of the rest here. You go take care of other things while I'm at it.
See you later then, bye-bye.
There's no way Hilly Turtles organized an ambush like this themselves. Not with their limited mental capacity.
Thankfully, it was not a Hilitrol.
The
It was an
fuse
Abyss
behind
Mage.
this.
my. Hello.
Knights of Favonius, always so inefficient.
Agree to disagree, but your involvement in this just made things a whole lot more interesting.
Okay. He'll come back later. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know when he will, but he will come back. We are outside our temple again. And we now have Kaya, our cryo swordsman. So we are just going to configure our party real quick by doing that. I'm actually going to take out the Traveler for now and put Kaya in, because Kaya actually gives us easy access to that to the Hydro Cryo combo that I showed you guys before. And we're just gonna make sure that he's leveled up and that he actually has a proper weapon on him. Let's just do that. And make sure that Kaya's got a weapon on him that is not a dull blade. We have other weapons for that. I'm actually going to switch you to a Harbinger and then Sing Cho weapon will be the Traveler's Handy Sword. And we will enhance said sword with the dull blade, because we do not need the dull blade. So the Traveler's Handy Sword will actually kind of heal us a little bit when we absorb some elemental orb particles, depending on the two. Why is that on fire? So now our goal is to meet with Lisa. Is there actually a fast way to travel to Lisa? Yes, there is. We can go to Winterize. And I will actually get these later because we're going to eventually need them. But right now, let's just worry about our main task at hand. So now that we're here, let's swap on over to Sing Cho. And make our way to the last temple for this quest. What are you doing here? Who are you? A doctor? Tell you the tale of Vanessa. Did you say Vanessa? Yes, the gallant knight and heroine who liberated Mondstadt. This is where she ascended to Celestia and became a goddess who protects Mondstadt for eternity. It converge right here, at this place where her story ends. Story is really fantastic. give this book a read. Oh, she actually gave me a book to read. Well, do right now. Training spots, that will be very helpful later. We're not gonna really worry about the wet condition because we're just game. Happy you can make it to the stream, May. Might actually have to do some climbing, which honestly I'm okay with. And I should have swapped to somebody else. No, no. Hi! And swap on over to Kaya.
Freeze!
And make sure our target is frozen as we finish him off. And set him up for the next one. It's frozen right off that edge. Cool. I actually didn't know that this was here, so go me. Here and collect the firm arrowhead. I actually I have to light it first. So we're just gonna get away from the edge a little bit so that way I'm not falling off the edge. Go! And Kaya is now on fire. Sweet. So we've got a Tavat fried egg that we're actually going to make. Does anybody get a character bonus from this? The answer is no. Okay, so we're just going to auto cook that. Everybody's streaming today, which I mean, not necessarily a bad thing. Here's the perfect on that, and I don't have any mushrooms, so I can't do any skewers. But I can at least pick up this flour that we will eventually use for later.
Come on, let's get moving. We're not frozen in place after all.
Yes, Kaya, I know. Let's get some loot from this chest. Experience books. Where does this go, I wonder? Oh, that is so cool. Ah! But I'm not being a complete futz. Glide gracefully to our next objective. And where is Lisa? Lisa! There you are. Hi.
Hey, cutie. You're going to help me out too? How kind of you.
End of my job.
Don't hesitate to come to me if you need anything.
Why would a librarian be in a
Good
ruins?
question. Well, because Jean trusts me. So you should as well.
That's not. That's not ominous at all. Alright, so with Sparks Amongst the Pages, that'll actually get us introduced to Lisa as a character. And in order for us to do that, we need to head inside the Temple of the Lion. Yes! Yes, we are! Oh man, there's a lot of elemental trials here. But we are just going to focus on deep within the Temple of the Lion. Didn't have to worry about levels for this quest. We shouldn't have to worry about that at all. Lisa, the seduction mage. I I wouldn't necessarily say seduction, but she is a huge flirt. Every character that she talks to.
I guess I could give this a go.
I assume you would. This is after all. So yeah, we are now playing
I knew it.
as Lisa.
There's a strong elemental energy coming from deep within this temple. Paimon, are you able to float across?
Can't do much even if she does.
Good point. We'd better start looking for a way to get up there then.
Going to be our fast track.
Let's ride this wind current, shall we?
Yes, ma'am. And we will float safely across. Open up the door. So, yes, Paimon is the emergency food. There's a pyro slime right there. Actually, we might be able to overload it.
Leave it to me.
Let's try that. Means we have to get a little bit closer. Joy. I don't necessarily enjoy getting close as a mage character, but kind of have to at the same time. Opens up that door. Oh, I don't like this.
It's an electro monument. No wonder. Let me try to activate it with a bit of electro power. Stand back, sweeties.
Hey, make sure. Can be unleashed by pressing or charging and holding. And fully charged. There they are. So, I will admit, it is kind of annoying that Lisa just goes backward when she attacks. So let's try this again. Start charging. Yes, you can actually get interrupted by being attacked. But there we go. Yeah, Lisa's kind of finicky, so I don't know if she'll be a main. but at least we have her. That's the thing. And
You're in for
now
a
with
little shock.
the wet
Blitz.
condition, far enough in. Can I start shocking?
Come a little closer. You're in for a little shock.
His style. We're just swap to somebody who does.
When it comes to wet enemies, I've got them covered.
No, you don't. Kaya does. There's some crates back there. I don't... you don't necessarily need them, though. Let's pick up this chest. That'll actually give us some extra food. Some actual food.
Oh, another wind current. Let's ride it up from here.
And over. And I'm swapping to Kaya for this, because it just makes sense to. Yes, for freezing the enemy is really beneficial. So we might just be going with a freeze team. In which case there are other characters that it would help if I didn't miss. Sure. Q. Was it necessary? Probably not.
Chain lightning can be set off between electro-charged opponents. The electrical discharge caused by friction is only a little less shocking than love at first sight.
Again, I'm using Kaya.
You want to know about this gem? You're kidding. You're seriously asking? This is a vision. It's used by the Chosen to draw on elemental powers. In terms of mysticism, I suppose you could call it a magical lightning rod.
Things will just slide in place. Screw up this part of it, because you're supposed to fly.
What? You've never seen a vision? Just where exactly are you from? Are you a hilly churl with some level of reasonable intelligence?
Lisa, it's a long story.
I doubt it. After all, hilly churls aren't exactly known for their smarts. And you're more or less qualified to be a magister's apprentice.
Thank you. And there's our end target.
Break it, and we can head home and relax. The thought of putting my feet up and relaxing has me all fired up. Dragon of the East, Lion of the South, Wolf of the North, Falcon of the West. They are the four winds of Mondstadt, affiliated with Barbados, the god of Animo.
Yes. This is a good time to just take a water break.
The
So
dragon
you're
of the
doing that?
east, Storm Terror, its real name is Dvalin.
Okay.
Though most in Mondstadt seem to have forgotten that in all this Storm Terror business. So now you know why Dvalin is only able to channel 3 of the four winds' power. Because it has been consuming itself from the beginning.
But
Because of
why?
hatred, I presume.
So a dragon who hates itself. It is.
Hatred?
Yes, my mom.
Hatred for Mondstadt.
Eh, I don't think it's
Hatred drove
that.
it to become something more powerful than the wind itself. To become Storm Terror.
But why would one of the four winds hate the city it was supposed to protect?
As a child of Mondstadt, it's something that's really hard to say aloud. Here,
Oh,
take this. It's a very old story from more than a century ago.
so we get lore instead. Cool. So we will get our big fancy chest. Some refinement ore. We got our primo gems. We'll just get on out of here. With all of that, the winds return to normal. And we have Lisa. Now, I don't think we're actually going to use her. That's the thing. She's really finicky. Um Game. There we go.
It's finally done. Well, all that lay flow and elemental line stuff Lisa was going on about should hopefully be back to normal.
Hopefully.
Wanna go back and see how the knights are doing? But if you got anything more interesting to do, Paimon can come too. By the way, we obtained another animalculus in one of the Four Winds temples, right?
Yes, we did.
We might come across more of them in the future, so don't forget to offer them to the statues.
We will. I don't think we have enough to actually like offer them though. Okay. The outlander who caught the wind. So this is the more, I shouldn't say annoying part, but now we have to rank 10 in order to continue the next story quest. And our next story quest is at 15. So let's open up our quest menu and see what we can start with. So we've got sharpening the axe won't hinder the work, and welcome to the Adventurers Guild. We've also got secret pirate treasure, which I think we can knock those out in a reasonable time frame. So we'll just view the world quests. Oh, well, there should be
I didn't
some
know you were
ore.
such a slacker.
Good sir. Hang on, did I? Events. Looks like I don't have the adventurer's experience yet, but I do have an achievement. I have 2 achievements. Nice. We're just gonna grab those because those primo gems will actually be used later for pulling certain characters. We're just gonna teleport. Yeah, we're just gonna teleport to here. Because that's the closest point. To our quest. Where's the iron? We need some iron. Oh, there's some iron. So now we swing and attack the rock. Noelle can definitely crush these with a single swing of her claymore, but we're not necessarily going to worry about that too much. That's right now, because we got what we needed. Grab that. So now we're going to pop back to the city. To Mondstadt. Oh man, I was dumb. I didn't get the teleportation point in the city. Okay. Well, it looks like we're taking the long way around. Hello, squirrel. Yes, it is literally right here. Wagner is down this way. Still hammering it at nothing I see.
All there is to the craft. What do you want?
I've got the iron you wanted.
I'd forgotten. These are okay, I guess. Should be able to salvage something from them.
I'd like to have something made. Now, don't have enough to do any of these like 4-star prototypes. But we'll get there when we get there, and we're just gonna do that. And we will obtain our ore.
If you ever find ore in the future, you can always come and see me.
Well, he's now hammering at
Ideally
something.
when I'm not busy. A
You seem to
blacksmith's
be in a
work
bad
takes
mood.
focus and concentration. It does not take small talk with customers. When the craft is good, business is good. That's all there is to this trade, and anyone who tells you different is trying to con you. Now, if there's nothing else, I'll carry on with my work.
I mean,
He's certainly committed to his work. Paimon will give him that. His
I guess that's all we can give
it to
him.
him and he'll be able to forge what you need.
Gonna head into the main street of town. This is No, not the way. This is the way. I think. I hope. Um, but we're headed to the main thoroughfare of Mondstadt. So our next world quest is in the main fair. It's not the best way to get around, but what?
Ooh, Paimon can smell fisherman's toast.
And what is Fisherman's
The
Toast?
aroma is coming from Good Hunter. A thick slice of soft white toast, topped with a generous serving of onion slices lightly caramelized by the toasting. Yum, yum.
How? I assume you have to pan fry the bread in order for this to actually happen.
It's an emergency. We must order ourselves a generous serving of fisherman's toast from Good Hunter, pronto. It's on you, of course.
I'm on.
So delicious. Hum, hum, hum. Good Hunter's fisherman's toast is the best.
Save some for me if you don't mind.
This might surprise you, but it's actually a classic Mondstadt recipe that anyone can cook.
If given the right materials.
Yourself if you have the ingredients. Can your cooking skills surpass that of Good Hunter's? Why, Paimon would love to be your personal taster.
Of course you would.
Down.
I don't plan on it. Sent on the Winds. I completed a quest and didn't even know it.
Hey, there's a lady over there waving to you. Let's go and see what she wants.
Not attack.
Welcome
will
to the
just-
Adventurers Guild. Actually, I have had my eye on you for a long time.
You've
I
had
figured
your
you
eye
would.
on her, eh? Has she been causing some mischief?
I'm on. If I was causing mischief, you would be causing mischief too.
Oh, that is not what I meant at all. Being on the lookout for great adventurers is part of my job. When I look at you, I see one with the potential to rival the great adventurers of legends.
Paimon sees it too.
Thank you.
Paimon always feels safe adventuring with her.
We've been adventuring together for 2 months. I should hope that you feel safe adventuring with me.
Nevertheless, to the adventurer, experience is far more precious than potential.
She's not
You
wrong.
must accumulate adventurer experience to increase your adventure rank.
That's what we're doing.
Time is of the essence. Allow me to brief you on...
Wait, are you saying we're like official adventurers now?
As if we weren't before.
Do not worry. The Adventurers Guild does not charge a membership fee or impose any kind of duties on its members. In short, there are lots of benefits, but no drawbacks to becoming a member.
Alright
Basically,
then.
the Adventurers Guild rewards you every time your adventure rank increases. Here is a new member's gift for you. You will need to return here to claim rewards in the future.
And we'll just claim our rewards. Some extra food. And a quaint feint. Some more food. An artifact that is probably going to get put on somebody at some point.
Without further ado, Please allow me to officially welcome you, our new avid adventurer, into the guild. Here is your adventurer handbook.
They have a handbook for that?
The reward is a momentous occasion. A little ceremony is only fair. It has a record of available commissions and rewards. And
Once
it is
we
also
unlock
proof
them.
of your membership. Oh, and one more thing. Sometimes you will find yourself stuck at a certain adventure rank. When this happens, you need to perform some impressive feats to gain further recognition from the guild.
Impressive feats? Sounds like hazing to me.
I mean, not really.
They are simply specific adventures that allow you to ascend to the next adventure rank on completion. Ascension adventures, if you will. But that will come later. Opportunities to win recognition will come as you gain more adventure experience. That will do for
Indeed
today.
it will.
We will have plenty of chances to meet again in the future. Ad Astra Abyssosk, adventurer. With effort, you shall reach the stars and conquer the abyss.
I don't know if that's some sort of Latin or what, but thank you. We are adventure rank 7 now, as if we weren't before. And Kaya actually had something for us back at headquarters. So actually let's open that up. Kaya's troubles. And we're following the sparkly road. Don't ask why we have to climb the wall. We're just climbing the wall. Going on up. Thankfully, this game is actually really pretty. They're in the headquarters. In order to not feel weird about it, we're just gonna switch to Noelle.
This is bad. Such a hassle. What am I going to do? Oh,
What's
thank
wrong?
1,000 winds. Your arrival must be the grace of the gods.
A little overkill.
If I may ask, envoy sent by the Animo god to save this mere mortal, could you spare a moment?
Again, overkill.
Cut it out.
Marvelous.
Can't say I don't have the
I
time.
cannot let my peers hear about this. I cannot seek help from anyone else but you. Please,
Okay.
let us move to somewhere more fit for such conversations. Let's talk in the courtyard, just outside headquarters. Come with me.
What's with the sneakiness?
I don't know. Alright. Pavel Oculus Chapter Act 1. Pirate's Treasure and it's wrong button. So Kaya is actually above us right now. So we're just going to leave the headquarters. Follow the sparkly road. Follow the sparkly road. And here we are.
This place will do.
I mean, as good a place as any.
About already.
How should I begin? Oh, right. Let me tell you a secret first. It's a secret of my past, and I confide in you to keep it.
Don't worry. Paimon's lips are sealed.
Right.
As a matter of fact, my grandfather was a pirate.
Well, that explains the eye patch.
Oh,
Wait, why do you sound so blithe? Do you think I'm making it up? Look at my
I
eye
mean-
patch. I inherited it from my grandfather, and this is solid proof that we are related by blood.
I never knew that you could inherit eye patches.
My, how could you not know such common knowledge?
Apparently, you could inherit eye patches.
This is no different from children inheriting their hairstyles from their parents.
That's not quite how this works, but okay.
Yesterday, I was glancing through the notes my grandfather left and stumbled upon records that spoke of a treasure.
Ooh.
treasure?
According to his notes, the treasure is buried in the lost Arcadian ruins.
Okay.
Treasure.
But the location of the ruins is currently unknown. I've tried searching for clues.
Treasure!
Paimon.
Kaya, what kind of treasure is it? Gold? Or better yet, gems?
Fair enough, May.
Treasures that consist of nothing but gold and gems are third-rate treasures.
Whatever gets me paid.
My grandfather's treasure is a sword.
Well, got some used to it.
A magic sword that grants the wielder unrivaled power.
Okay.
Wow!
The sword was dropped from Celestia into the sea by a god. It was later salvaged by my grandfather's crew by pure coincidence. The moment
Okay.
he gripped the sword, thunder roared, billows howled, and the clear skies were suddenly swallowed by raging winds.
This sounds more like a character that we'll meet later.
With the might of the magic sword, my grandfather went on to defeat a hydra, a silver-haired banshee, a wicked abyss dragon.
A what?
But the immense power of the sword enticed many more greedy pirates. To avoid meaningless conflicts, my grandfather hid the magic sword. These incredibly thrilling adventures are romances that could only be told by pirates.
Holy moly! That's just insane!
A gang of treasure hoarders has been very active lately, and many ruins have had their relics stolen by them. I'm afraid that they will soon discover the Arcadian ruins, and the magic sword will be lost.
We won't let it fall into the wrong hands. We must get the sword before them. You just rest assured that we are here to help.
Of course.
Great. Please keep it a secret. I'll wait for your good news.
Hey, so what you think? Isn't it exciting? We're talking about a super duper powerful sword.
Really,
Well,
really
let's go to the
true.
Adventurers Guild and see if we can find out more. The adventurers should know more about the ruins, right?
We were explicitly told to keep it a secret. Paimon, your logic is awful. Sometimes. Just gotta. I'm just gonna make sure our navigation is on, which it is. Now, if I remember, the guild. We're actually getting further away from the guild. Oh. That explains why. So let's climb a wall. Well done, Noelle. There we go. And Cyprus. Not Cyprus. Cyrus. The names are very similar.
Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
We're not here for something that boring.
L.
We are looking for a sword that fell from Celestia. One that can kill 8-headed banshees and silver-haired hydras. It's super mega uber powerful.
Paimon.
Paimon said it's a super epic sword. Anyway, it's fine as long as Paimon doesn't tell them the treasure's location. So, Cyrus, do you know where the lost Arcadian ruins are supposed to be?
Arcadian ruins. Never heard of them. Thanks for your intel anyway. If you do find these ruins, I'd love to see them.
My intel?
Yes, Paimon. Your intel.
Still no clues. Well, it's not like it's gonna be easy. Come on, it's the hiding place of the super amazing sword. Anyway, we should go meet up with Gaia first.
Yes, we should. And I should rat you out right now. But since you are my traveling companion. Nope. Don't need to climb the wall, Noelle. There are stairs. There are stairs. We might need to climb the wall. So, let's do that. Aya, you're actually outside this time.
Oh, you're back. Do you have news for me?
Listen, we asked around the Adventurers Guild and found, well, nothing.
Be fair, we weren't supposed
Not
to.
much as expected.
Why is that?
Oh, I only mean that what's the fun in finding it without the hard work? However,
He's got a
I
point.
do have some clues. I sent someone to collate black market intel. It seems that someone does know about the Arcadian ruins.
I mean, I'm sure you could. I don't exactly know what Paimon is in terms of like
Really?
class wise.
Where's the guy?
Maybe a divine soul.
Now,
Maybe.
as per the black market's rules, they will send someone to meet us to prevent leaks. We will be meeting the informant at the Whispering Woods.
Then what are we waiting here for?
Not ideal
That's
for
right.
Kaya to show his
You read
face.
my mind. I am a knight, so I shouldn't have any dealings with the black market. You have my thanks. Of course, you'll be compensated for your troubles by the knights.
Ooh, no problemo.
And before we leave, sure that we get the teleportation crystal in this town. Because if we don't, then it's gonna cause problems later. Question.
Oh, where am I going to get the more scrap?
Yeah. I would have sworn it's around here somewhere. I don't necessarily give you a city map, which is a little annoying, but we'll find it. And just as I say that, there it is. We'll activate the teleportation waypoint, collect our primo gems, and we'll teleport to our next location. Now,
Everyone's laundry is still on the line. May I be excused to fetch it in?
and yes, before we go any further, Noelle is basically a paladin. God's paladin, and I'm okay with it. So here's our location.
Look! Oh, she's in trouble!
And where's... There they are. Hi!
Steady as stone.
Set up shield. Come on. Come on, Noelle. You can do it. You can do it.
I must leave no stone unturned.
There we go. Now the reason I went, the reason I used Noelle for that fight instead of our normal strategy is because Noelle's shield, which her E, actually allows us to heal the rest of the party members, including herself. So it was just smarter to do that.
I shouldn't have helped him.
Him who?
Thanks so much for saving me. You're far more reliable than those Favonius guys.
Thanks.
She's a traveler. She has to deal with stuff like this all the time.
I'm not a traveler, Paimon. I'm the traveler. There's a difference.
Traveler? I've heard stories about you. I didn't think I'd be saved by the one I'm here to meet.
Yeah. Guess what? You are.
Oh, so you're the...
didn't know how I could pay you back initially, but now I think I'll just give you the intel for free. People in our circle know how important the network is.
Lucky?
Thank you.
But it's lucky for Kaya, isn't it? He's supposed to pay for the intel.
Listen well then. The intel on the Arcadian ruins. 3 six-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure.
Right. Wait, is that it?
Fortunately, yes.
Also, this map that came with it.
That's
Could this be the X-First the spot? So the clue is more like a riddle. Well, should be a piece of cake for you, right? I'm gonna leave you to it then. Well, if
Sure
we can't
thing.
solve it, we can ask Kaya. He seems like a nerd too.
I'll leave you the intel so you can review it at any time.
Kaya does not strike me as a nerd.
3 six-armed giants reside in the city in the lake. 2 guard the statue, 1 the treasure. What does that mean? If you don't want to ask Kaya, you better figure it out.
And on that note, we have hit the 2-hour mark. So I think we're going to save the rest of this treasure for next time. I thank you for joining me on this stream. Be sure to leave a follow so that way you will know the next time that I do decide to stream Genshin or any other game. Be sure to like and subscribe to the connected YouTube channel. If you want to suggest a title for me to play, then you can pop on over to the Ko-Fi link or you can leave a comment on the YouTube channel. Until next time, great weekend and stay safe out there.